Let's talk about your first scene with Paul Walker. That first scene in Fast and Furious where you introduce yourself. I'm Hector. I don't know my last name. You know what I mean?
They call me Hector. Got a last name too, but I can't pronounce it. So Brian Spillner. Yeah, typical white boy name.
Yeah. The line. Was that your very first scene with him?
That was my very first scene with him, not meeting him, though. We had a lot of rehearsals and table reads before the movie.
Right.
And actually, the movie at first was called Redline, and then they switched it to Fast and Furious.
Furious was called,
It was called Redline, yeah. For the RPM, if it got to the red line, like you were going too fast.
Oh, shit.
They switched it up later.
RPM is a little needle.
Yeah.
So that's why they called it Redline. If it got to the red line, then you were going way too fast.
Fast and Furious is a way better name.
Right.
Heck yeah.
Way better name.
That was, but that was our first scene together. Yeah, when we actually did it, that was the moment right there, of course. But yeah, what's the main question though? Just how,
Well, I just wanted to talk about. I mean,
Paul Walker. I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
Most humblest dude in the world. I tell people like this. He didn't care if you were the one washing the windows on the building or owned the building. He treated everybody the same. He was the most humblest, most nicest, most friendliest, most encouraging, lovable dude that you can ever meet in your life. Like, I don't believe the franchise is the same anymore without him. It
Definitely
sucks what
not.
happened. That was one day that hurt all of us, you know? But yeah, Paul Walker, hands down, he's still alive in our hearts, but it sucks what happened to him. But the most friendliest cat you can ever meet. Once again, he didn't care if you were the janitor or the president. He treated everybody the same.
Did you guys get a chance to talk a lot? On
Yeah,
set?
we chopped it up. We chopped it up a lot. I was making him laugh because when I did the scenes, I would always improvise and never stick to script.
Oh my gosh.
So he didn't know what I was going to throw at him next.
Right.
So he was like, "Well, you crazy, man. You funny, bro." He's like, "I got to be on my toes with you." And I was like, "Hey, man, my first movie. I'm like, I'm trying to bring that heat. Let's go.
Let's get it."
And he's like, he was laughing, but nah, he's lovable dude. Like I said, like the way we vibed when we first met, all three of us, like that. It was like that with him too. If you met him, whether it was on set or off set.
At that point, that was the beginning of his career too, wasn't it?
Well, it was Varsity Blues. That was the movie that quote unquote made him Paul Walker.
He had Varsity Blues and he had that other high school.
He had a lot of movies before that, but Fast and the Furious was the one that put him on the map.
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious was like the In Living Color,
it's part of
in the sense
everybody's childhood.
Yeah, well, in the sense that it was the part of a lot of people's jump off to their career.
Yeah.
His, yours, Vin Diesel.
Yeah, at that time it was crazy because Fast and the Furious was an independent movie actually, and we didn't know what was going to happen with it. Happened with it. But what I like about that movie too, that I always point out. It's one of the first movies ever to break a lot of the multicultural races in films because that was one of the first movies ever where we had white, black, Mexican, and Asian people in it, all for the love of the cars.
Rare.
So that was very rare at that time. You didn't have a movie that had all the races in it. And that was one of the first movies to break that barrier. So I like that movie. That movie.
Isn't it crazy?
There's a lot of reasons that you just, love for that flick, A lot of speeding tickets too. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, he related to so much.
That's not even a joke. That's hashtag facts.
I caught that one.
But I got a good thing off that movie. So here's the deal. If you pass a red light and they take a picture of you and send you a speeding ticket in the mail, what you do is you send them a picture of a money order. It's a fair trade. He'll hit you later. Never mind. It's a joke.
Are you being serious with me? Hold on. I was like,
I had both you guys. I had both of them looking like cardboard cutouts. All right, hear me again. I had both of you on pause. So if you pass a red light and they send you a picture of a speeding ticket, you send them a picture of a money order.
So
that's a joke.
I get it.
An hour later, we there? All right, cool. After intermission, she got it.
A picture for a picture.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
So
we had to break that one down.
They're basically sending you a photo of a ticket.
Or maybe the joke didn't work. Maybe it wasn't that funny. I thought it was funny, man. That one hits all the time. Yeah.
It's a picture for a picture.
3 o'clock in the morning tonight, I'll be like, oh!
He'll get it on the way home. He'll end up getting a ticket at a red light right now on the way home, bro, and he'll get it.
He's gonna watch. He's gonna watch this interview and post editing and be like, oh, I get it now. It's gonna take that long.
Rockstar Radio Podcast.